It's time now for the latest in local news. And the news we begin with more from Tuesday's Wayne County Board of Education's work session as they discussed their upcoming budget for fiscal year 2024. On hand was Chief Financial Officer R.J. Aldridge discussing with the Board of Education the state's QBE funding for the school system.
The other big revenue item is obviously QBE revenue from the state. Our QBE revenue for last year was a little over $35 million. Our projected revenue for this upcoming year is a little over $38 million. Now, I know that sounds like, wow, we got a big, nice, lovely increase to our revenue. And we did. Let me explain why we got that big, nice increase. The governor put in $2,000 raises for all the staff, certified staff members. There's the first part of that, right? That first amount. And then they came back and told us that they're going to increase the employer portion of health insurance costs by $620 a month for those same certified staff members. So that's where the remaining amount pretty much came from. So that $3.5 million increase was pretty much generated in order to pay for certified staff raises that the governor's put into place and the health insurance costs. So when we get a little further down the road and you're looking at these numbers, our revenues are looking at about $53 million compared to being $50 million. Pretty much that increase is straight from the state, and it's pretty much, hey, we're giving you this money because these costs are going to go up. So it's not like we're really going to receive a substantial additional money from the state to be used for other things. That money is pretty well already going to be designated for what it's going to have to be used for, but I wanted to go ahead and address that as far as the revenues go. As far as the expenditures go, obviously, we have gone in and started trying to factor in those raises for the certified staff members, so I have started factoring those in. As of this time, I have not done anything else as far as classified employees that are paid on the classified pay scales. We're trying to work that up as we go into the budget.
And once again, those comments of Chief Financial Officer of the school system, R.J. Aldridge, discussing the upcoming budget. And the board superintendent hope to have a budget proposal passed in the next several meetings. No decision Tuesday on the athletic department's proposal to merge the two athletic programs. The board and superintendent saying they need more time and want an exploratory year. On Wednesday's newscast, we heard from Superintendent Sean Kelly on the issue and also comments from Chairman Joe McPipkin and Sharon Daniel. Today we hear from board member Todd Wise, who had these comments on the proposal and the board's no decision.
The issues that I'd like to bring up are simple. In the combination of these sports, are we putting our right foot forward? When I say that, are we putting the best athletes on the field? Now, as a former coach, we all know that when I lose, I'm the first one on the chopping block to get fired. So am I developing these kids in the right area? We talk about participation. To me, participation is anybody that can step out on the field and play whether you're great or not great. But I think that any young man or woman that wants to excel in the athletic arena will train hard not only during season, but in the off season. That is prior. And that separates me from the athletes that want to succeed versus those who stay wherever they are. Also, I'm going to trust in my athletic director and my coaches for their decision because they're the ones who are out there every single day with these students determining what they need. Now, I respect this board's decision. I will support this board's decision. However, I think that we need to look at what is best for these children, what is best for the parents, what is best for the community, and puts us at a accelerated rate for making these young men and women ready to play at a level that we can compete with anybody. And that's just my opinion, and I agree with this board.
And again, those will come as Tuesday at the work session by school board member Todd Wise. Once again, they made no change to the middle school athletic programs. They're running the same as always. We'll be back with more news as this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Wayne County Sheriff Chuck Mosley reports that 63-year-old Kevin Michael Sakuda of Wayne County has been arrested and charged with serious injury by a vehicle and hit and run, resulting in serious injuries. The hit and run occurred back on June 24th of 2022. It occurred on Northview Drive and left Brandon Ritt Barber with life-threatening injuries. Barber was 45 years old at the time of the accident and was riding his bicycle on Northview Drive along with his wife and daughter when he was struck by a white pickup truck. The case was investigated by the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, the Georgia State Patrol, as well as the GBI. Sheriff Mosley thanks the family Barber for their patience during the investigation and thanks all who helped with the investigation. Sakuda was a resident of Northview Drive at one time. He's been booked into the Wayne County Jail. Barber has spent time in the hospital after the accident in critical condition. The reports are that his condition is improving, has recovered from the injuries that occurred during the hit-and-run accident. The law enforcement and school officials over in Hinesville and Fort Stewart had to clear Kessler Elementary on Fort Stewart Wednesday due to a bomb threat called into the school. Officials say school will resume normal hours today, but Wednesday the school had to be evacuated and searched. Once again, the school officials say the school will resume today at Kessler Elementary located at Fort Stewart. Wayne County Historical Society meeting this evening at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. The program begins at 7. There's a preceded Dutch treat meal at 6. Guest speaker for tonight will be Dink Neesmith, who will be talking about his book, The Last Man to Lay You Down, which is about his dad, Big Dink. He also relates growing up in a funeral home in Jesup in the 60s. Once again, membership is encouraged. Guests are welcome. Program tonight at 7 at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. Again, there's a Dutch treat meal before the meeting at 6 p.m. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news. The city of Jesup's in the process of working on the sign for the James R. Bland Park at the corner of Cherry and Broad Streets. An anonymous donor donated $50,000 for the sign. The city says it won't cost that much, but the rest of the money will be used for improvements and maintenance of the park and the sign being erected at the corner of Cherry and Broad Streets. Wayne County Emergency Management is presenting emergency weather preparedness and a lunch and learn event. It can take place Thursday, June 1st at 11:30 to 1 at the Polytech Center here in Wayne County. Tickets are $20 for members, $25 for non-members. Sponsored by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Can they ask that you join them to learn how you can be prepared this hurricane season. All this workshop, you will gain skills and knowledge from emergency weather expert Alexander Booth, meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Jacksonville, Florida. Learn about Wayne County's newest weather station and the Code Red alert system. Once again, that's set for Thursday, June 1st, 11:30 to 1 at the Polytech Center. And tickets $20 for members, $25 for non-members. If you need more information, contact the Chamber at 427-2028. Wayne County Catfish Tournament set for the weekend of June 3rd and 4th. The event begins that Saturday, June 3rd at 12 noon. Will continue until Sunday, June 4th at 12 noon when the weigh-in will take place. Weigh-in and tournament headquarters will once again be at JC Fairgrounds at JC Landing. Those fishing the event can put in anywhere in the Altamar River, but they must be in line at weigh-in. That's Sunday at 12 noon. This year's event offers anglers the opportunity to win a $7,500 first place payout, whether their place payout is determined by the number of entries into the event. Tournament officials ask entrants to please note you must come to the fairgrounds to receive your T-shirt. Entry fee for the event is $100 per fisherman, a minimum of at least 2 in a boat. Big Fish Pod entry is $10 per fisherman. Registration can be done online at active.com, or it can be dropped off at the Tourism Board's office in the depot. Registration packages are available online or the Jesup Train Depot. Need more info, call the Wayne County Board of Tourism office at 427-3233 or check out the event website at waynetourism.com. You can also register on site that Saturday morning. When they take the fish are out, they're waiting on the boats June 3rd and 4th in the annual Wayne County Catfish Tournament. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan's have a great day.